man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Hey, you two are sick. 171, baby.
I love this game.
I love this game.
Made in Chafford.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
You okay? No,
You
no
ready to
worries.
go?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Made in Chafford podcast episode 171.
Yes,
We're in
sir.
the building. We live. If you're wondering why LockdownT is here again in the same clothes, it's because we're magic. Magic
baby.
with a case.
You know what? Don't ask questions.
Don't ask.
That's a fact.
For real.
Cartoon characters. Don't worry.
Look in the wardrobe, just the same drip every
Eddie
week.
in the same clothes
Same drip every week.
For real.
That's what we're on.
Respect. I am two Dems. The real is back. The real is back.
Come
and
on.
the only human neutron now. Killy, you had your chance. We chilled. Yeah, if you don't know, I can't believe you don't know at this point, but I'll tell you every single episode. I got my brother from the DSS again, dancing, and Daniel, watch your back.
Get out the way.
171.
Let's get it, man. Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building, in the flesh, a.k.a. LL Coolins, a.k.a. C-Note. We here, man. Coming for your speakers, your left ear, your right ear. Surround sound.
Facts.
Portable speakers.
Correct.
Smart speakers. Come on, man. Episode 171. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get
It's Eman G45. The G solid in my name. The 45 is silent.
it. Come on.
It's Genghis Chibogwe, the Prince of the East. Tinfoil Hat Eames. It's the Black Mamba Dove.
Hey, you got it this time. Let's go. Welcome to the family. Fan love.
Fan love.
Calm down.
Cool down. Davido.
It's the Chiayam.
Yeah.
The R&B voice is present and it's well. Episode 171. Go on, shine, man, shine.
Go on.
The boy LockdownT, aka Stiff Chocolate 2.0.
Come on.
Aka the reason why your baby mama loves Dave. In the building.
Yes, sir.
Back again with Made in Chafford peoples.
Love
My
that.
peoples. My
That's
dogs.
Of course.
Happy
of
to be
course.
back.
Come on, bro.
Happy to be back.
That's that time of the year, man. Every single year, like, we always do this. We want to wrap shit up. Want to talk about, you know, where we think the content has been this year. Who's done the
In
best.
the flesh, Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, this year, obviously we had you on, and we know you know your music, we know you're into that. So we thought, who better to have on to wrap this stuff up?
Facts.
This is a privilege. This is a privilege right here, man. Happy to be on the rap show.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's only right. It's only right. Had to be done.
Absolutely.
So whether I mean, I will just off the bat say wasn't too heavy on albums this year. It was as heavy as I would be.
Agreed.
But I've been very heavy on the singles. I've definitely kept my ear to the streets. So I guess I'll start. So we've separated it into US and UK because it's only right. Off the top, Jimmy Cooks, Just Wanna Rock, Superhero, Poland, and America Has a Problem. And then from the UK, listen, no one could chat to me about this song. Warm.
That's a national anthem.
Yeah, it really is.
I didn't believe it at first, but I believe it now.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, no, this is a good song. I like it. But I don't know. My whole being didn't move whenever I heard it.
I hear it.
Until, like, maybe like a few months ago. And I was like, nah. I was wrong.
And what was that?
I was
because
so wrong.
of the remix?
Just before the remix, to be
Okay.
fair. Just before the remix. I was like, oh no, I get it now. Then obviously when you hear Big Smoke in it, it's just...
Yeah.
But do you know what? On everything, like the work that Philly did for that song as well was like he really gave it new life.
I think he was a big reason as to why. But I want to just say shout out to Represent Radio because you see when he did the viral, that was their idea because it was on shout out Basola specifically. She's the one who was holding the microphone.
Oh,
right?
man.
Oh, wow.
I feel like he was doing some work for them or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but he did it on their channel. So I'm pretty certain it might have been their idea or collaboration.
Yeah,
so just shout out to Represent Radio as well, the Solar for that. Do you know what I mean?
That is a very
Shouts
big
to them, man.
space for black people, especially in London, so enough love as well. We'll have to give credit where credit is due. But again, it's just about I think the thing about that song is so interesting is I don't even know if it came out this year.
No, not a lot.
It
came
came
out
out
2021.
right?
Yeah. So it just kept getting more and more life and to the point it just snowballed into this massive hit.
So
That's what
does
he
that
said.
song count for this year?
Say that again.
Does that song count for this
Well,
year?
the remix
I guess.
can.
Well, yeah, but even still,
No,
I
but
think
the
it caught
original.
life this year.
Let's
It
give
caught
it-
life this year.
yeah,
You can't.
yeah.
You can't.
But the original song, did it come in 2022?
It didn't, but it caught life this year.
Well, then just say the remix then.
Been disqualified.
Yeah, the remix, the original.
I can't have it.
Man said no.
Don't worry about it.
What else is on your list? then?
Bunda by Central C.
Really?
Okay.
I just think I love the silliness of the song. When
Yeah.
when it dropped, I had it on dumb repeat.
Sit down.
Can't Be Us.
Amazing.
What's a
By
song?
OFB.
Amazing.
What's a song?
40 Acres by Geordie and
From
Retch
Retch.
32.
Oh,
And
okay.
to round off my list, Escapism by Ray, featuring 070 Shake.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean,
Out of
Have you heard
curiosity.
Escapism?
I've heard it too many times on the radio. And
Yeah, you
You've
can't
been
escape
bullied
it.
into it.
No pun intended.
Maybe I've heard it, but just don't. From if it's been on radio, then maybe I've heard it, but I can't.
Do you know
Think
what?
about it
So this is I watched something quite interesting on this about the TikTokification of music, and in the sense that like I don't like the original. So the version you may hear on radio is not the version I like.
sped
I
up
like the
version.
sped up version,
Right.
and that's happened. I can't even listen to that Steve Lacy song if it's not sped up. Like
Which one? Which
Bad Habits.
you
Okay.
gotta sing it.
Try.
I bite my tongue. It's a bad habit. It was all over TikTok anyway.
Yeah,
You've heard it.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones.
So
It's just- you
that
think
song
you're
sped up
subconscious
Under the
somewhere.
Influence by Chris Brown. Can't listen to it unless it's sped up. So it's really interesting to see the impact
I do hear that.
TikTok has had on music.
You're right. Because even on Joe Budden podcast, there was one artist who's like an R&B artist, and they basically put out both versions of the song.
Yeah.
So one version where it's like normal speed where she's singing, and then the other one where it's sped up. And I think that is just to basically capitalize on what is going on.
Yeah,
and because anybody can turn around and then say, yeah, this is my song.
Yeah.
And technically speaking, you just pay off a royalty and that's
Facts.
it. It's your song now.
Yeah.
You've done nothing. But
Summer
just-
Walker did, literally dropped a whole sped up album. So it was her last album, but they released a sped up version purely because of how people are dissecting music at the moment. So
It's nuts.
Yeah,
Man.
It's a strategy.
because I even have a sped up version of Jaded by Drake.
Oh, really?
But the thing is, it's not by Drake.
Someone
else has done it.
Someone else has done it. They only took like parts of the song and then they just did whatever.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, it's just really interesting. And music has always done that, but it's even just like how some people have now just come to know, obviously, the most popular part of Rich Flex. And if you ask them to sing anything else from it, they won't know it. But because it became such a meme, that's the part that people know.
Out of curiosity, your listening habits, do you reckon they've changed this year? You
Oh,
kind of
massive. I
come
think
away
they've
from
changed.
albums now.
Post-pandemic, because
interesting.
when we got rid of the commute, so living in Chafford and then coming into London, that was perfect timing to listen to an album. And then when I lost that, I just can't find it. There's no real time in my day to listen to an album. I'm not going on a long car journey. There's
I hear it. It is hard because you've actually got to focus.
Yeah,
I personally like to focus when listening to a whole album. And if your day is like split apart by different things, it's very hard to dissect a whole album unless you're like working for a straight, 2 hours or something like that, and then you can get maybe 1.5 or 2 albums in that time. But it's hard.
it's changed and much. I mean, if there's a big release, I'll definitely listen to an album, but I just don't feel like everything warrants my time the way it would have before.
That's understandable.
So I think I'm leaning towards singles and will be going forward.
Understandable. Lockdown. What's your list, man? What's it looking?
Which one do you want to go for first? Like singles or albums or what? UK, US,
and
Let's do albums. Let's do albums. I don't have a singles list. Nor
Okay,
does Eman.
cool.
Let's just do
So
albums.
I went for album/projects for UK. Yeah.
Okay.
K-Trap and Blade Brown joints.
Hard.
That probably is my favorite project of 2022. Knox Alpha Place.
Nice.
Meeks Respect the Come Up. Only came out recently, but I think he knocked that out the park.
Yeah, he's done well.
Koji Radical, Reason to Smile.
It's a good album, man.
Yeah. And then also Rimsey, Cold Feet.
Okay.
That Rimsey one only just got in there. But I thought he did well with it. I really respected what he did. I felt there was like 18 songs. I felt like 13 of them were good, solid tracks, great features in there. Couple tracks which we'd already heard and we already loved.
Yeah.
I thought it was solid.
Yeah,
I thought it was solid. And he charted.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, bro, he got 11.
Well, yeah.
I was thinking,
That's
like,
incredible.
he
Nah,
nearly
it's
got a top 10, bro.
That's incredible.
That is
Rimsey,
impressive.
like,
Fair
that,
enough.
really impressive. And, yeah, man, I just thought, yeah, he deserved that. But definitely for me, Joints was like tape of the year, UK-wise. That was bro.
We spoke about it when it came out, when you're on the episode last, I think. Yeah, no, it's a good project.
Proper quote, like hella quotables in there. That like big brother, little brother flex that Blade and K-Trap have got, amazing, man. And then even one of the songs was in my top songs of the year. as
Okay,
well.
so it was in this- yeah.
Extra Time is in my top songs for 2022.
Yeah.
So I love that track.
Really good song, especially again. This goes back to TikTok, but I like when they put Clavish on it as well. So they did a remix where they put Clavish on it, which was just increased how much I enjoyed the
I
song.
haven't heard that, you know.
I'll send it to you.
Damn, they put Clavish on it.
Well, it's like an unofficial version.
Is it
but
unofficial?
yeah. It
Oh,
works so well.
okay.
It's
I get
clean,
it.
it's
I
clean.
get it.
Yeah.
Where they like
Oh,
layered an old track of his on
Yes.
top of it.
Or
Or something like that.
That they put on there.
Oh, they've agreed.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's hard, it's
interesting.
hard.
Yeah. I like when TikTok does that. Yeah.
That's lit, man. That's lit.
So, my albums, are we talking UK or just US? Or just both? Because we are speaking a lot about the UK.
Let's just do UK for now, and then we'll go on to
Okay.
the US afterwards.
So, the UK, the albums, because I didn't do singles, but there was Tottenham EP by Frisco,
Big Friss.
Alpha Place, Nux,
Yeah.
Joints by K-Trap and Blade Brown.
Yeah.
And this one is a bit left, but I just like the sound of just. It's like a very mellow drum and bass. It's not hard. And I put a couple of songs on the playlist already. So the album is called Forge.mp3.
Yeah.
And it's by Piri and Tommy.
Okay.
But nothing bad to say about that album. I mean, well, to be fair, there's a few tracks just skip. But, but other than that, like it's a great mix. You have like a very nice, sweet singing voice, and then there's like this drum and bass where it's like it's palatable. It's not harsh. You're not there trying to.
You're not doing too much.
Not doing too much.
Yeah.
You're not trying to take care. You're just, you know what I mean? It's just, it's nice. It's a cool, yeah. So those are like the 4 albums that I've said for the UK. I think Frisco's album was really, really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I think
Bad and Clean is a big tune, man.
definitely.
It's a
Yeah,
big
if I had a singles list, that probably would be on
top.
there.
Yeah, it would be on
For
mine as
sure.
well. It might be number 1. Mine.
Nux, we pretty much said enough about Nux.
Yep.
Did he get a MOBO this year?
Nux. Yeah, they
he
gave
got
him the
album
joint one with Sims.
Sims.
Should have just gave it to
What was that? What was that? Because I never asked the question, but I don't
Nux.
understand. What was it?
Bro, man.
That's stupid.
I don't know what
They did a lot of
they
silly
did.
stuff.
Was
you
it like,
saw the way they
man and woman? Or was it just like, oh yeah, we
And
couldn't
guys,
decide, but yeah, safe.
Sorry, but bearing in mind, Sims' thing come out in 2021.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's
I
wild.
don't, like, I don't.
I don't.
Just
I
give
don't
it to
know what
that.
they're
man.
But then
Yeah.
again,
It was a poorly run show.
There's a cat. There's like a cut.
yeah, there's a cut off for the award show.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're
yeah.
just
But
doing
you're
strictly
supposed to give it to
2022.
someone
Yeah,
like what?
man.
And I heard about how they treated. Oh fucking.
Was it Chucky?
Nah, the one.
Chucky.
Man pulled up in the suit to the studio like.
But a lot of man don't really like the Mobos like that.
Well, it's
a
been.
lot of politics.
50, 50 Heady, Wretch, 3-2. Like a lot of them have had disagreements in the past.
But how could that just? I mean, you're the premier award show for us lot. Like, just do your job. I don't understand
100%.
it. It's not.
And do you know what made it worse? The fact that Sims wasn't even there.
Bro.
Oh my god.
So Knox went and like it must have been a proper sucker punch for him.
Weird,
Yeah.
Because it's like he's got to share it with someone.
Safe, but safe.
They're not even
Safe,
there. Like,
It's just a bit of a mess.
yeah, man. I didn't rate that.
Nah, that's
nor did I.
poor.
Nor
Should have
did
just
I.
given it to him. Man,
Yeah,
'cause he
for
deserved
an
it.
incredible. Yeah, it was
It's
an
a great
incredible
album. It's a
Yeah,
great album.
Really, really good.
and you could tell he put his heart and soul into that. That's not
Yeah.
that weren't done quickly. A lot of people, as I say, you work your whole life towards your first album, and you can tell his life is in that album. Just frustrating, very disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is poorly handled.
Was that his first album?
Studio album.
First
I believe,
studio, yeah. He put out a couple of projects before, but I don't think they're technically albums.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, this might be his first album. Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
pretty much.
No, he's
yeah.
amazing, man.
Oh, very
Yeah.
talented.
He's a proper artist.
Oh yeah,
Because he
he's,
produced a lot of it. as
Yeah.
well.
he's got a good ear.
So,
But yeah, he's on my list. My list is a bit like I'm not sure if it's in order, but I'll just say it's in order anyway. First project is Young Tef's All Eyes on Me Against the World.
yeah, I hear it.
Big
I
project.
hear it.
Body Language is probably my favorite song of the year.
I hear it.
Oh my god, that song is so wild.
And I
That
listened
song is
back
so wild.
to it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
completely understood why.
The
Like,
quotables are absolutely insane. Alpha Place, of course, we spoke about that. I really like M Hunter's. I might be a secret M Hunter stan. I don't know why I like this guy so
You were
much.
talking about it
Wait,
when I last came.
Yeah, yeah. I'm chasing Euphoria. I think his ear is ridiculous. I don't know whoever he gets in the studio, he knows how to create like a sound. I can't really explain it. It's, you know how like you hear a Travis Scott song and you know it's Travis Scott. When you hear a certain song from a Hunter, you just know it's Hunter.
Yeah.
He's got a very rich sound.
Very, very
Yeah.
rich sound and very expansive sound. Fourth on my list, Geordie KMT. I think Geordie had a really good year. Even his joint project, if I couldn't rap, I wouldn't rap. I think that's cold as well. And fifth on my list is Tottenham EP, Frisco as well. So yeah, a lot of good projects this year. I think it's been quite
Yeah, it's been a good year for the UK.
a strong year.
Bro, I'm loving what's happening in the UK right now. Honestly, I feel like we really are flying the flag. And like I was listening to like a 2022 hits that came out in America just on the way here. I was so disappointed with everything that I was hearing,
Mate.
and just these random guys and girls who are just talking about rubbish. Like I was
feeling you.
bro. But you know what? It was weird because actually, like, it wasn't even like some of the bait stuff. Because I've heard all the bait stuff, and I'm still not even enjoying that.
Yeah.
But it was some of these other guys as well. I was just like, I feel like America,
No, it's that
they're
they're
struggling.
It's no longer a competition. It's just the engine.
Yeah.
Basically, if you have that industry engine behind your back, I'm not trying to say that anybody's a plan or anything like that. I'm just trying to say that if I come through and I have a whole entire backing, they're gonna make sure that this is in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people can listen to it, buy it, and then
Facts.
say, okay, this is number one. Oh, this must be a great song.
Facts.
Now that's what it is. But before,
Yeah.
it was, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
I think you're probably right. There is that element of competition still in the UK, more so because
the UK, yeah.
we're smaller. Because your ticket you're not necessarily assured. Do you know what I mean? As in,
100%.
there's thousands of
If it's
people
whack,
fighting
it's
over
whack.
that one spot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we only have, I'd say, 3 really big artists. I'd say Dave, Stormzy. I hate to give it to him, but he is my artist. So Central C that are like out of here. If that makes sense.
I mean, I was hoping you were gonna say him because it's undeniable.
The numbers don't lie.
That's
The
undeniable.
facts.
numbers don't lie. What was it, a billion streams or something? stupid
Billion
like that?
streams in a calendar year.
Give
He's
that man his
independent.
flowers.
Listen, I know how to
Give
pick
him his flowers.
And Jack
Give the
Harlow's
man his
dating
flower.
Dua Lipa.
You've
Damn.
won. These are your artists, yeah?
These are my
Fair enough, bro.
the Riz is insane.
Sench has had a crazy year, man,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
really got to give it to him because like he's doing a lot.
For real.
He really is.
He's doing a lot.
Doing
Absolutely.
so much right now. Like even not even just Doja, but other tracks that are just coming out, like that One Up track, they're in like the biggest Spotify playlist, like but like the American one, like you know, like Rap
Yeah.
Caviar,
Yeah.
and them,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're in there, and he's racking in the numbers, man. Like he's doing well.
It's actually really interesting to watch as well
Yeah,
unfold
proper.
because it's just every time you think, oh, he's got to be out, like
Yeah.
this can't work,
Yeah.
and it goes on to work. I just think it boils down again, like I don't know if it's him or his team, but the marketing is just out of this world.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's a smart machine that he's got behind
100%.
him,
Yeah,
for sure.
facts.
It is insane.
Let's quickly go through the US. You know what? I'm looking at my list. 2 or 3 of them are not even from the US. It's just non-UK.
Well, yeah, this is what I wanted to kind of distinguish.
I should have been more specific.
But it's okay because I've now done that as well.
Oh, perfect.
Following you.
Yeah.
Could've said
Because
US
Ashaker's on my
in the
list.
world,
It's like
innit?
he's not from the US,
Right.
So why is he?
Ashaker.
Yeah. Rest of the world.
Rest of the
list.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
I'll quickly go through mine. Ashaker's album, man.
Top, fam.
It's the best.
Top.
Her Loss. I can't believe this project. I can't believe it.
Big
I
project.
thought he was done. Every time I think, Jake's done.
Trust
I'm
me.
over this guy.
Trust
he
me.
gives us something to remind us he's still him.
me.
And obviously 21 Savage was killed it.
great.
Yeah. He was
Third on my list, The Weeknd, Dawn FM. I still fuck with that
Shout
album
out.
heavy.
Shout out.
Coffee, Gifted. I think that project is really, really good, man. Like, I wasn't too sure about it when I first heard first of the singles. I was like, what kind of sound is she going for? But as I've later grown, I listened to it on holiday. It's a fantastic project. And fifth, I'm gonna give it to Kendrick. I think Mr. Morale for me. I'm gonna put that for fifth. But yeah, what about you guys? What your
Kendrick is not in my top 5 albums.
Neither.
I love the album, but
But
it's
it's
not. top
Mr.
5.
Moran.
What's in your top 5? Excuse me? You want to say that a bit louder?
Say it again with your chest.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I don't actually believe that.
No,
It's just
don't
funny
worry.
to say.
I'll put up the volume in the video. So you know.
Go on, what's your list, Eman?
Some of this I just picked out of the blue. To be fair. But the Elephant Man's Bones by Rock Marciano, I think, is a fantastic album. But in terms of just picking out albums, this was one of them.
Okay.
Her Loss is a great album. Do love that album.
It's really good.
But in my list, it's Almost Dry,
Pusha T.
Pusha T, King's Disease 3 by Nas.
Great album.
Honestly, Nevermind, because I enjoyed
mate.
that album.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they came back around on it.
We hated it at first. But I absolutely
Yeah,
loved
you hated it
that
at first, but
project
I
now.
loved it.
They did
I
a
think
180.
yeah,
They spun
yeah,
the block on that.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Um,
He done it again.
I think Hitler Wears Hermes 10,
Who?
Jesus.
Who?
Sorry, who's that by?
West Side Gun.
Okay.
With all the controversy that's going on, I shouldn't say that. And basically,
called 10 now.
it's actually that's what the album's supposed to be called. Hitler Wears Hermes 10 because it's the 10th installment of the Hitler Wears
The
Hermes.
fact that he got away with 10 of them is crazy.
However, he had to call it 10 because what Ye was just saying.
Right.
You should have called it.
Yeah, like why are you even doing that?
No, so like
you don't even
whoever's
have to
listening-
have what Ye is saying to know that that's a wild. Like, yeah.
So he just said 10. Just to
Why
pick-
did nobody stop him?
You know there was
His team
approval system on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah, yeah.
He got away with it though.
10 times.
But the other album I really want to put on is Herbert because I listened to that album.
It's a great album.
And I just continue, like, I can't stop listening to the album.
Great album.
So what did you say?
Herbert by Absol.
Okay.
Yeah, like the album just slaps
It's a great album.
in good ways. It's just it's a perfect album.
What features are on there?
There's not many.
There's not
Janae
many.
Aiko's on there. Your boy Big Sean is on there.
Yeah.
Russ is on there.
Yikes, your boy Big Sean.
Oh no,
He- he-
because I hate him.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's a good project.
I hear
But
it,
it
man.
was it's a really good project. Honestly, Nevermind. To be fair, it's to each his own. But I just enjoyed the album because it was different. I was listening to it. I was like, I'm hearing it. That's it.
I couldn't hear it.
What you didn't like?
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
Fair enough.
Maybe my tolerance for music these days is less. Like, I do a lot of listening once, and if I'm not feeling it in that first listen,
Never
then
again.
I won't really go back to it.
Fair enough.
Obviously, the only track that I go back to is Jimmy Cook's.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a hard track, but it's more of what we are used to when it
Yeah,
comes to
yeah.
Drake
Yeah.
and just hip hop in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, he went down that like kind of dancey route, and I love the experimentation. But
So
yeah, I
it's
don't know.
it's
It just wasn't. It wasn't the one for me.
It's just
Fair
my
enough.
taste.
But I should probably go back again appreciate it, and then see.
No, definitely, you'll love it.
Yeah. All right. So mine. I saw a couple of pics from you guys, and I was like, "Oh, do you know what? Actually, that's some real good shouts." So I got on Drake and 21 her last because I'm a sucker for Drake. I can't lie. And I think 21 was like an amazing balancer of that project.
Amazing
so I really enjoyed that project.
Yeah.
And The Weeknd is my guy. So at first, I really didn't like Dawn FM.
Okay.
And it's because I listened to it the one time I was hearing all them galactic spaceship sounds, and I said, bro, if you're not giving me Trilogy, if you're not giving me what's the flipping
most recent one?
No, sorry. I don't know why
Starboy?
this has just gone out of my head. No, not even that.
After Hours?
Kissland, exactly. If you're not giving me Trilogy, Kissland, or My Dear Melancholy vibes, then I'm not trying to hear it. But then I went back and I was like, wait, hold on. Like, I'm deep in what's going on here.
Whenever I go back to an album that I didn't like in the first place, usually comes back around.
Bro, the concept of Dawn FM is amazing.
He cooked, man.
He really cooked.
He
that
cooked.
kind of like, I don't know, like throughout the album, there's a narration of like being in this limbo stage of like afterlife and then the life that you've lived before type thing. And like, he takes you through it in this like radio-esque way. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a high level concept. I don't think you'd be able to really appreciate first time around. It's impossible to, because he's trying to do so many things.
Yeah.
But just artistically, I think what he manages to achieve.
Facts.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Yeah, for
really,
real, clean.
really good, really good. So yeah, the boy of the Weeknd, he really came with it. Burna Boy, Love Domini.
Okay.
That was definitely there.
Great project.
I spun that so many times. That was an album from first listen. I was like, yep, I'm on it. Asha Kim, Mr. Money with a Vibe. That is the album of the year. That is the album of the year.
I would have to agree with that.
In my opinion, that is the album of the year.
I'm with you,
I
bro.
spun that so many times.
I'm with you.
I was so appreciative of the fact that like he had come with bangers before, like three bangers, four bangers in a row, and then he hit us with this like cultural, spiritual, traditional vibe of an album where you're hearing like sounds that you hear in like old school Afrobeats, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect this, but I love it.
I even like spoke to someone and it's just like when he dropped the album, he dropped the teaser for Loaded.
Oh,
He did.
He dropped the teaser
the
for
video
Loaded,
came out.
and then I posted it, and then shout outs to Princess. I just said, yeah, this is like crack, man. Everything is just dropping. It's just like crack.
Literally.
Loaded is
special,
man.
Yeah. Tiwa didn't really do a
not
lot on it at all.
Criminal performance.
She didn't. She
did Lisandro Martinez.
did nothing.
She didn't need to.
It was.
I feel like she just
did
copied
nothing.
Burna Boy, and it just gave the same vibe. was like-
Nah, because Burna Boy did his thing.
Yeah, he did his thing, but it's a very similar way that she did it.
Nah, she was just piss poor. I can't defend that.
Wow.
It was not a good
It
feature.
wasn't great.
Because his verse is so hard.
Yeah.
You
He
can't
was
follow that
finding
up.
hella pockets and just. I don't even know what he's saying, but like I felt.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Each and every time.
I'm
Do you know
there
what I
with you,
mean?
bro.
This
Yeah,
man was
I'm here.
spitting.
I'm here.
Nah,
The video is cold as well, actually.
Yeah, videos lit.
it's a shame because I don't want to. I feel like I'm bashing a woman, but it just weren't good.
No,
He wasn't great,
just
and that's
literally
okay.
that.
There's nothing wrong
Do you know what I
with that.
mean? That's it. Yeah, it wasn't it. And lastly, I don't really know whether I even believe this, but like, Lil Baby, It's Only Me. I did actually like it.
Okay.
I did too.
I
That's just
actually
what I
liked
needed
it.
from it. But I feel like that's what most of America. They're just making playlists.
Right.
If that makes sense. It's like, oh, I like these two songs, and that's what I'm gonna vibe with for the rest of the year. Whereas they're not making things for you to enjoy. Like, Lil Baby's project, there's no idea running through that.
I hear
you know
that.
what I mean?
I hear that.
He's literally just gone into the studio 100 times, and then he's just selected the best
kind of
songs from
best
his
songs and
yeah
just
from his sessions.
amalgamated.
What you man feeling about DS Forever by Mr. Kitchens?
Sergio.
I thought that album was actually quite good.
Would you put it in the top 5 as well?
It's not in my
Nah,
top
never,
five.
never,
No
never,
chance.
never.
But I
Again,
liked
it's
it.
the same thing we just said about Lil Baby. It's just an amalgamation of songs,
Yeah.
like our homeboy, the Mixface.
What that?
Bro, you have to see the.
Have you seen that TikTok?
It's wild. It's wild.
Of what?
Basically, there's a boy. He's mixed ethnicity.
Yeah.
However, he looks like he's a white. He
Okay.
looks white.
Yeah.
But you could tell that he's mixed race. But you like, it's so hard for you to just agree with it.
Is he just saying like?
No, he's definitely, he claims to be biracial,
Right.
right? He's mixed ethnic, like you can see it. You just look at the comments.
People
Roast-
cooking him.
Cooking him.
Like his
Said it was- they
genetics
said it was
are
a
like-
collaboration.
Yeah, it was a collaboration. His jeans
a
are gently
collaboration.
folded. Bro, it's just wild. It's wild.
that's
Nah,
insane.
TikTok comments are crazy, man.
For real.
TikTok comments are actually crazy. Did you lot mess with Future's album?
I actually thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
I don't, maybe like top 15 or something like that. Top maybe, but yeah, like there's some good songs on there.
Yeah, and I think
came
that's what it
and
was
went.
for me. I really liked a couple of songs. And then that kind of made the whole album all right, like quite listenable.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like the best of this year at all, but a couple great songs.
It deserves a shout out in some.
Yeah.
Some
That
respects.
that Chickens track with ESTG, and I love that one, man.
Did Jack Harlow's album come out this year?
It did come out this year. Yeah.
won.
It can stay
nominated.
It can stay wherever.
Rap album of the year.
I took Churchill Downs and deleted the rest.
You know, bro.
Drake
because-
feature, I bet.
Yeah, exactly. And like, really, I'm there for Drake. That's it.
Rap album of the year, baby. Let's get this wrapped up.
Oh,
That's it. That's my artist.
Yeah.
Not, bro.
I'm out here. We know what the Grammys are gonna do.
It's
No, yeah, and
Probably.
Sadly,
No, rob him.
Give it to Churchill's Down, but for the actual album itself, nah, man. I don't want to see that.
it's
happen.
boring.
It wasn't a good album.
It wasn't, man.
It's boring.
It was okay. Like
He did a shit job.
I've heard worse albums, but it wasn't good. He needs a ghostwriter, man.
Ah, facts.
He needs a ghostwriter. We said that before, anyway. so
Yeah,
it's
I mean, the
nothing
less
new.
said about it, the better. But hey, rap album of the year, we're coming for you.
Oh, brother.
Yikes, man.
I would like to say I Know Nego was a really good album as well.
Who's that by?
Oh, Pharrell,
Yes. I remember this album.
I Know Nego.
It is the Travis track on that. Him and Travis brought out a song recently.
You liked that, didn't you?
That was
What?
The Travis and Pharrell song.
Yeah.
Down
Down
the
the
Line.
So is that in it? Or
That's
no?
not in it.
Okay,
No,
cool.
that's. But I like the song though. Yeah.
Fair enough.
He's definitely trying to do a very cool vibe. I mean, now he's been announced as a headliner for Rolling Loud.
Who, Pharrell or Travis?
Travis Scott.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he was never getting cancelled. Let's just say that.
Nah.
we did-
but they
we
want
did
more
say it-
sacrifices.
Say that again?
Bleep that.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, because that's what everyone did say, though.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway,
Let's
let's get into that.
Yeah, let's
Heroes
wrap
and
this up.
Villains? Is anyone feeling
I
that?
really
Bro, I'm
enjoyed that album.
I'm
Good.
messing with that album heavy.
It's hard.
Nah, man. That
Heavy.
sample of fucking Homelander from The Boys, if you watch it, it's just clean. And then the way it goes
Fantastic.
into...
Yeah.
Wait, so the intro into superhero.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
so cold.
Metro. Nah, the transition was seamless.
Oh, man, it was unreal.
Seamless.
He like artistically, he really did his thing, and no one let him down except for Travis Scott. But
No, what?
I thought Travis
Talk
Scott
to
was
me.
I
giving...
disagree with you.
No,
I think he was great on
Travis.
that.
That insane track.
Nah,
That track's hard.
I think
man.
he's great.
I just think this is what he does.
Nah, that track is
What's the song that he has with 21 Savage? Is it Raindrops?
I don't know.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Word them Umbrella.
Listen, he cooked, man.
Man said Chopper sing like it's Adela. Adela.
They
Listen,
let him
bro.
get that off.
Hey, bro,
It sounds loud to cut his mic.
Let me get it off, bro. He did a Quavo
What, Adela,
discriminate on
no, don't
pick up the
discriminate.
phone. Hell no,
Nah,
don't discriminate.
That was for like 2 years our bar.
Nah, yeah, it banged. It banged.
That one banged. That was perfect.
It banged.
real.
But I can't lie. Nah, I like it.
That's
The
some great
Adela
songs on
thing.
there.
Like,
Niagara Falls is my favorite song on there.
okay.
I think
I think it's a really good
I thought
project.
we was dropping stinkers, but fair enough. I'm not gonna.
No, I think.
not gonna hold you.
Sorry,
No.
that Travis Scott song is called Raindrops.
Raindrops,
and it says insane in brackets. So yeah, I really like that one.
What was I gonna
You got
say?
it.
Oh yeah. Before we close, I guess if you haven't already, watch the Sneakbo documentary. I think it's
Really good.
so good.
Really
Where
good.
is it?
I want more of our
Link
artists
Up
to do it.
TV,
Yeah,
Link Up YouTube.
It's only half an
Alright.
hour, but the amount that they
It's
get
an hour, bro.
into was it an hour?
It's an hour, bro. That time went quick for you. You really
wow.
enjoyed.
You loved it. Man was engrossed. All right,
Man
say
time
less.
traveled, you know. Bloody hell.
That's
Demi
dope.
was like this.
I was investing. Maybe I'm actually sleeper. Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Either
It's
way,
an
yeah,
hour,
no,
bro.
I think that's the highest praise I could have given it.
Lord, yeah, no, it was really good. It was. I really.
They got really in depth, and do you know what? He's a UK legend. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
everyone
Yeah,
says
100%.
if gigs didn't exist, he'd have the national anthem, and that is so true. And everything he did in order to get to the point that he is at now is borderline a miracle. And I think he'd be bigger, but when they did the remix for the Wave, he was inside, and that's when promoting you have to be outside.
Yeah.
And he was away for a lot of it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They were trying to figure out how to like promote it, but not tell like the big dogs that he was in prison or
Yeah.
whatnot, because that would have just X'd him off.
Fair enough. No, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah,
I love
100%.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and I want more of our artists to do that. I think Tion did it, but it wasn't
He did it off his own back.
Yeah.
as well. I think it was on his own.
in the lead up to
was
his that.
Yeah, in the lead up to
But
the.
this just works.
green
Like
thing.
this format for it works.
It was good.
And I think Sneakbo was really honest and allowed for us to see a lot. And it's always interesting to watch people who have come from the gang life now understand how traumatic it is. Like he doesn't want his son to have to go through that.
Yeah.
And, you know, he hears about it happening, and he's like, that's not what it should be about. He knows it can never ever stop because it's in too deep. Now, even in Brixton beefs certain areas of Brixton. It's gotten that small, but it's like he sees the trauma that this is causing, and he doesn't want that for himself. It was really reflective and introspective as well. I really enjoyed that element of it. So
100%.
100% give it a watch.
There's like some questions that get asked of him that some artists might just have been like, nah, like don't ask me that. So they probably would have cut it out. But like, I felt like he was very honest.
Yeah,
with
he was trying
a
to be
lot
as-
of the questions, because you know some of the questions are
A lot more-
very personal.
Yeah, 100%. A lot more honest than I thought it would have been, which I think leads to
His
a better-
maturity.
say that again.
I was gonna say his maturity.
Agreed,
leads him.
and I think it made it for a more enjoy because I feel like I left knowing him better. Which is what I want for more UK artists. If you're at the height of your powers, you can't do it now. I think it also does help that he's not the biggest, but then you also see like his star and the impact he's had. I didn't know Central C was on the Ain't on Nothing remix.
Yeah.
Like that's
Oh, I didn't know you
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so
That's
that's
just he's been out here for
he's
time.
been
I can't lie,
grinding.
he's been
So I
grinding.
respect it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, shout out Sneebo on that one.
For
Definitely
real.
watch that.
Give it a spin.
I will do. All right, lads.
Music
Choices, man.
Michael Jackson, Baby Be Mine. This is from
Is this
the...
new?
It's not new.
Sped up version.
Archive.
no, it's not new. It's his 40th anniversary.
Hey, man.
I said throw that on TikTok.
Listen, you never know.
Sped up. That is hilarious.
Everything's sped up now, bro.
Actually, nah. I'm gonna put what's this? Who's this? Lil Wayne and Bobby Valentino.
What?
Mrs. Officer.
Yeah,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Officer.
Officer. That's the one. Mrs.
Okay,
Officer.
okay,
Yeah.
Let's just slow down,
okay.
you know.
Fair enough.
Mrs. Officer.
I'm gonna.
I think that song will be big on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie to you.
it is.
What, Mr.
I'm sure I hear it on there all the time.
You might hear it
Or
because
sped up or something.
yeah, Tion and H put it in the sample.
Yeah. They did a sample of that.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyone that does that, it's the worst.
Now go fight him.
I will. It's the worst level of creation. It's the worst level of creativity. That's why I mean, I know he's my artist, but I can't stand that Central C song where he just literally interpolates "Let It
Let
Go."
It Go. Yeah, that song.
I hate when they do that.
Fair enough, mate.
Waiting, bro.
Fair enough.
It's not at all. I won't. Jesus.
My pick this week is Strand's "Us Against the World."
Interesting.
Big tune.
But shout outs to Michael Jackson for the
Shout outs to
40th
Michael Jackson.
anniversary of the album.
Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller.
Wow.
Fair enough.
That's why I said Baby Be Mine. Wow.
Baby be mine. Fair enough.
Shouts.
Okay. My choice is "Blind" by
Ray
SZA.
Charles. Oh, mad.
But did you say by Ray Charles?
What's wrong with you today?
Wow.
Go insane.
Wow. My pick. I'm gonna just need to look through my songs of 2022 because I can't think of one other than. Okay, let me go for Ototo by Ashake.
Oh, big tune.
Shallow Aisha.
He was harmonizing.
Amazing.
He was getting his
Amazing.
ish
I
off.
love that.
Amazing.
Made in Chafford podcast episode 171.
171.
Yeah, correct.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry
Oh,
Christmas
Merry
and a very
Christmas,
happy New
man.
Year.
Yeah,
Oh, and happy
man.
holidays for the people who don't,
Christmas-
celebrate
Christmas
Christmas
is
and
already
that.
gone.
Yes.
Happy Hanukkah. It's around this time.
Christmas is already gone. So happy New Year.
What?
Yeah.
He's thinking about timings.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Listen, we're in the future, baby.
Yeah, we are.
But Christmas is already gone.
Wait.
Oh, no, he's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
So just say happy
When
New
I'm
Year.
right.
When I'm right, I'm right.
Happy New Year, folks.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Christmas, all
New
that
Year,
good
man.
stuff.
And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
As they'd say at the end of Looting Team.
Yes, sir.